We are a group that was founded in the 1980s to preserve and restore historic Arthurdale in Preston County. Now, Arthurdale was one of the experiments during the Great Depression. It was a new idea. It was a design by the federal government to lift people out of poverty. It was community building, and it was very controversial during the Depression. It was very politically challenging to put together, and it's been one of the programs that was called both a failure and a success. And we'll talk about that as we go throughout the presentation. West Virginia has sort of a unique story in the Depression compared to the rest of the country. In many ways, West Virginia during the Depression, its story is a lot more tragic than the rest of the country. And a lot of that has to do with how the state had developed economically before we got into the Depression. Now, of course, the Great Depression across the country, it started in October 1929 when Wall Street crashed. It was Black Tuesday, October 29th. Throughout the 1920s, throughout the Roaring Twenties, the stock market had become overinflated. And it had become overinflated because of speculation buying in the stock market, and buying on margin. People would buy stocks hoping that the value would increase and they would make money. But oftentimes these stocks were very, very risky. People bought on the margin too. People would take out loans from a bank and buy stock, which may or may not make enough money to repay the loan. In 1929, there was more than $8.5 billion in loans that had been made to buy stocks on margin. That was more than all of the currency that was in circulation in the United States. That was more than all of the actual paper dollars and coin that was in circulation in the United States. The market crashed, again, because it was overinflated. More than $14 billion in one day simply evaporated. It was lost. More than $14 billion.